I don't know what that's about. I don't know what that's about. Yeah, it's the price you pay for going big. I didn't touch anything, I didn't do anything. It's just my phone bill's paid. I just I yeah, it just cuts out sometimes. I just saw that the viewers went from some number to 1 or 0, and I thought, "Oh no, what's happening?" And yeah, it happens. So part 2, this is a mini continuation of today's morning live stream. I don't have anything more to say. I don't know when my last video cut off. I don't know where I was in my stream of consciousness, but I'll kind of wrap this up. And what I what I was saying was that basically, the today's stream was just a dare to myself because I especially had an especially blank slate. I thought, why not to dare myself to come on. Bryce says, bound to happen. 40 million people there are relying on cell service. Yeah, I saw your comment, Bryce. Oh, is everybody? Are we all here? Are the homies here from? And yes, there was a lot, but there was nobody there because I was talking to myself because nobody was there because I don't know. I guess it just dropped. But anyway, I just wrapped this up. Um, I touched on my little AI molehill that I'm kind of standing on. I'm gonna try to resist any opportunity that AI might rob me of being like truly creative. I don't really want to allow it to do that. So that's a little molehill I'm gonna stand on. I I'm probably that's probably not entirely true. I'm probably gonna like lean on it for brainstorming ideas, but any chance that I have to like or like synthesizing things, but anytime I have a chance to like make something, I don't know. I'm not really sure, but I just when I heard somebody saying that there's no AI here as a flex, that was something that I wanted to touch on today. I touched on the Paul McCartney thing. I'm neither here nor there about it yet. I touched on my city. I gave you as much as of my city as I could today, and we talked about top 5 records, and I basically was saying probably around the time I got cut off that top 5 records was I picked out my top 5 records today. So I ran out of steam of things to discuss, but hey, I did it again. I did it again. I lived to tell the tale. And I don't want to make any claim that I know what I'm doing, and I don't have any reason to suggest that, you know, it's, it should be inspiring to you to try the same. But I just want to say that it's an incredibly rewarding experience to be able to tell a story, to be able to like broadcast, to be able to put yourself a little bit out there and just try something. And I really, really understand that I'm like, you could count this as a giant failure because, there's maybe not that many people who care about it um, oh, or there's a giant insect crawling across my windshield. He's a big one. He's pretty big. Is he going to come through? There he goes. Where did he go? Dang it, we lost him. Yeah, well, but it's really a special opportunity to do it every day. So I'm grateful for the opportunity just to do it. Even if I fail miserably, I'm still happy to have the chance to do it. And to have the guts, maybe. I don't even know if it takes guts, but just have the abandon is really what it is. It's not guts or courage or bravado. It's having abandon to do it. That's I feel grateful for that. I don't know if I have that per se, but I'm glad that I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I can keep doing this, and I'm gonna keep doing it. So, sorry and thank you both. Sorry to kind of yeah, thank you for your attention, and sorry if I wasted your time, but, maybe you just needed something to, like, listen to while you washed the dishes or did the laundry or whatever, or, you know, something worse and more personal. I have no idea. But thank you for your attention, and thank you for letting me take another swing at it, and something happened to me this week that I regretted. I had an opportunity to photograph to tell a story about something, and I passed on it, and I regretted passing on it, and I thought, "Ah, it would have been such a good story to tell." And then yesterday, I spent the day sort of frustrated that I let it pass, and also at the same time kind of forgiving myself that it's not a big deal. But, um I just wanna encourage anybody who's, like, has a story to tell. Like, you don't have to be really, great at this to try. Um, Jumping the shark, says Edzuko. "Thanks for doing it. I'm not a smoker at all, but it's my workday cigarette break, and I look forward to it. It's a chance to connect with like-minded homies, a diverse group, but feels like our tribe." Yeah, man, thanks for being you. That's always more than enough. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I wouldn't hear such a thing. I wouldn't even think about such a thing if I didn't try to do something and then hear that reflected back at me, you know? Like, I'm grateful for the reflection, or I'm grateful, you know. Here's one. This somehow will tie things together. I'm not really sure. But somebody has done a very controversial version of Moonrise over Hernandez. Now, if you don't know Moonrise over Hernandez, you probably do. Moonrise over Hernandez is a very, very famous Ansel Adams painting. Oh, excuse me. Well, it's basically like a painting. It's a photograph, but it's unless you know it, it's at first glance, it's not all that impressive, I would say. But he was driving across Arizona or New Mexico, wherever this Hernandez. I don't even know where Hernandez is. I assume it's in New Mexico. And I think he famously like had a horrible day of shooting. Nothing went right. And he couldn't get his shot. And I find that a little bit amusing because photography is not that hard. It's not impossibly hard. It's not this like it's not painting. It's not understanding how to use oil on a canvas. It's not three-dimensional. Okay, let's check ourselves a little bit, you know. Yes, the dark room is a very special place of creation and decision making. But, I think it's a far cry from sculpture or paint, in my opinion, or music. It's a lesser art form, although I love it. I don't mean to take away from photography. I mean, I love it, but it's a little tiny bit of a cop out to call it, to put it on the same pedestal as greater art forms. So, um oh, man. Dang, dude. Okay, well, I don't wanna get choked up, but I see a really nice comment coming here. Yeah, let me keep riffing on this Hernandez idea, this Moonrise over Hernandez. So this guy, he some yokel took Moonrise over Hernandez, this photograph that was meaningful to Ansel Adams and to so many people and has been curated and published and printed in so many places. One of Ansel Adams's most famous photos, top 5, top 3 maybe. And he somebody dropped it into AI and colorized it. And that was a big deal. Um, they colorized this timeless work that has circulated around the world for 100 years, maybe, and or nearly. And they just did this sort of cheap, obnoxious AI colorized version of it. And I'm I actually haven't seen it yet, thankfully. But but I saw a woman belly aching about it, a curator of some sorts, and she was saying like, "Why? What's the point of doing it? Why would anybody want to do such a thing? Why would anybody want to ruin such a perfect thing? It was already perfect. Why does it need to be ruined with somebody for money? For to be obnoxious, for like shock value?" And there was a long tirade of comments about, how it feels and how it belittles the work and how lesser than it is. And I agreed with all of it basically. But one thing that it did do was it got gears turning. It got my own gears turning because I had never considered like that photograph, that image, Moonrise over Hernandez. I'd seen it in black and white so many times. And the beautiful gradation, the timeless beauty of those monochrome rainbows, so gorgeous. And I know that I can understand like how much time it took to decide the tonality of that image. He apparently labored over it for years and years. And this AI prompt, whoever turned it into a color photo, it took them all of 5 seconds, if that, to do it, maybe 0.05 seconds. And but it got my gears turning, and I wouldn't be thinking about the image. I wouldn't be like in my own mind's eye trying to see what that image might be like if somebody hadn't tried to do something interesting. So it's a weird example to put forth, but like I don't know what I don't know. I can't know unless I try. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So I'm not, again, like somebody got frustrated that I got philosophic, or they were I think they were slightly irked that I got a little philosophical about something because I hear my name mentioned all across these YouTube videos. I'm not on these videos a lot. I'll watch them after the fact, and I'll hear and I'll watch them on triple time, and I'll have to stop every once in a while and be like, I think I just heard my name, and I'll rewind. I'll be like, oh, look at that. Okay, interesting. And um but yeah, from like I guess a philosophical sorry not sorry point of view, I don't know. I hope that something that I stumble upon makes one of your clock gears go kink, move, just to move. Doesn't matter if it moves forward or moves wrongly, but just moves a little tiny bit. And then like something that Hodo said, something that I said made his gear move, and now it's making my gear move again. He writes something really sweet here. Hodo writes, um, let's put it like this: hearing you speak about how you were listening to my music nearly put tears in my eyes and made me feel a way I hadn't felt in over a decade. Inspiring. Well, that's very nice. I'm happy, very happy to hear that. Very happy that well, your music and so I mean, Hodo, I asked Hodo to drop his link in the chat the last time, um, but he didn't do it. So I'm gonna dare him to do it this time. Put your damn Bandcamp link in the chat right now. I triple dog dare you. Do it. I've I think I have a discerning ear. I admit, like a lot of stuff, I will give a pass, and I'll just say, "Oh yeah, it's hey, A for effort at least." Admit I'm guilty of that, but I respect the act of art making. Like anybody who makes the shit, who makes like something I don't really actually want to look at or hear or read or see, like almost repulsive. I still commend the act of creation, because if it's not for me, it might be for somebody else. And art really, in the end, isn't really for others. I mean, if other people dig it, then groovy, but it's really about you and expressing what you want to express, and fuck what other people think, right? But having said that, when you do really, really connect with something that somebody puts forward, like you really, really connect with it, and almost in a way that is unexplainable. You're like, I don't know what it is that I like about this. I just like it. It's the colors, it's the texture, it's the like, I don't know, but it says something that I wish I could have said, but I can't say it, but it somehow says it for me. I That's what I heard when I listened to the Hodo Hodo's music. Is the link there yet? Zetsuko, do me a solid, go find Hodo Hodo's link and drop it in the chat, please. His Bandcamp link. Oh, there's their bug. Come on, come back over here. I want to show you off. So yeah, I'm not trying to influence or, say anything of substance, but yeah, turn some gears, I guess. Turn some gears. Turn some gears. We need a sticker. Turn your gears. There's something in that. There's a little something. That's the nugget that we finally got to. Turn your gears. Get your gears turned. Gear turning. Oh shit, you know what? I bet the problem is I realized it. You probably can't leave comments in here. You probably can't listen to comments in here. I'm listening to it right now. Okay. We'll go. Can you drop the name of it? Somebody drop the name of Hodo Hodo's, the album's name. It's got a groovy name that if you search, it's definitely searchable. But I mean, it genuinely got me off. It genuinely, like, it's like a 5-song EP. It's nothing profound, but it's like it's a there you go. Finally. Thank you, Zetsuko. Hajimari. Hajimari. Look up Hodo Hodo Hajimari. Post it on the Discord, please. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, it's groovy. It's way up my alley. It's way up my alley. Oh wow. I'm just noticing this really cool building right here. This is kind of cool. Look at this. Look at these two facades working together. There's a lot going on here. Look at all these textures. That's cool. That's a shot right there. Screenshot. Look at all those textures. That's one building. Wow, that's funky. What's going on there? And then the hotel, Pasella, and then this thing, and then there's like, yeah, there's just texture everywhere. Look at all that. Wow, that's cool. That's groovy. How far does it go? It goes quite a ways. Yeah, man, I love this city. I love this city. Come to Tokyo. Come visit us. Don't come in the summer. I touched on the heat. Don't come in the summer. Come now. Come in the May. Early May. April or May. Late April, early May. Okay. All right, I'm gonna sign off. Discombobulation. This was like a clock full of broken teeth. this stream was. It really was. I lost the stream. Um, thank you, Zedzuko. Happy Go Lucky, we gotta get connected, Happy Go Lucky, if you're here on Tokyo time. Gary Harris, thanks for hanging around. James Farley was in the house. Grass was here. Sea Fury, Mark Lassman, Hodo, Zedzuko, Bryce. Who else? Am I forgetting anybody? It was a good posse, and I'm sorry that the stream dropped, and but that it happens. Yeah, as Bryce said, 40 million people competing for uh bandwidth. Speaking of which, the Japan census just came out, and it doesn't look that promising for the country at large. We lost like 3 million people, and the one of two prefectures that actually one of two, every single prefecture was reduced in population with the exception of Okinawa and Tokyo. That's it. So yeah, if you're on Tokyo time, look me up. Have a great day, night, everyone. Appreciate the ride along and overall love from the community. Nice. All right, I'm gonna go record shopping today. I've got like a big record shopping day. This guy who's I'm meeting up with today, he's starting a record bar in America. He's got like a listening bar, and he wants to fill it with records, and he's got a list. And if it's on the list and I find it and the price isn't astronomical, and I keep walking out of record stores with him with like 100 records or 50 records. So it's really fun. It's just, and I'm not having to buy anything. Normally I feel like I'm obliged to buy something with the client that I'm taking around. But in this case, it's like we're just buying for him, so I don't need to be actually digging for myself. Though I might, if I find something, I might take him home. I might take it home. We'll see. But the plan today is to go to Recofan in Shibuya, which opens at 10, and do street parking, which is cheap, and then go over to Disc Union Ochanomizu, and then go to VDS, and then call it a day. It's just maybe that's the quick plan for today. So there's lots of good records. I would love to bring you guys around, but yeah, it would be someday we'll do something crazy like that. I'll set it up. I'll set up like how many record stores can we go to in one day? That's a good idea. Like I'm gonna make like an all day like a recathon. Don't steal my idea. Tokyo Recathon. And I'll see how many record stores I can go to in one day on the motorcycle, live stream it. I wonder how many I could do in a day. I could probably do, I I bet I could do, I bet I could do 50, maybe more. I, if I could just pop in and be like, yo, what's up? Da, 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 and keep going and like do it nonstop, like morning, like from 10 a.m. to like midnight. That would be fun. Start at Cellar and work your way down. Cellar, unfortunately, doesn't open until noon, and they're 2.5 hours away. But yes, maybe it streams all night, and maybe it's a 24-hour stream, and it ends at Cellar or something. Okay, that was fun. Recathon. That could be that's also something to have stumbled upon accidentally. The Recathon, Tokyo Recathon. I'm into that on the bike. How sick would that be? That's a good idea. People would want to be on that. They'd want to be on the tour. You'd want your shop on the tour, right? that, that would be fun. Probably learn about a whole bunch of shops you didn't know about. Oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it over the holiday someday. I'm gonna get it set up. I'm gonna get working on that. The Recathon. that could be a sidecar project too. The sidecar is coming along, folks. Don't It's top secret, but it's coming along. I'm very excited to report back on. Okay, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Good hanging out with you guys. See you on the next stream. See you out there on the top 5 airwaves. All right. Peace from Tokyo.